Hey everybody, I believe it's Saturday, December 15th, 2012, and it's a nice morning, a little rainy here in Portland, but I'm not complaining because life is good, and that's kind of why I wanted to make this video. I wanted to ask everybody out there, what is important to you? Because while that seems like a pretty, I don't know, that's a pretty wide question, it really has a very simple answer in the end, at least to most people I've spoken with. What matters to them in the end of their life. And I wanted to relay this to everyone because while most people are aware of this and know someone, an aging person who has died, um, they really don't realize what a lot of people say when they're on their deathbed, which is, I wish I would have loved more, I wish I would have been happier, I wish I would have just enjoyed it while I was here instead of working, or wish I wouldn't have worked so damn hard, I wish I would have spent more time with my family. These simple things coming from our elderly should be a really eye-opening, comments, because these are people who have lived 80, 90, 100 years, and on their deathbed they're having regrets of things that they wish they would have done. Should take this all into consideration because each one of us has these same factors in our life. They're important. And there is really a generalistic view of what's important. Friends, love, family, what else is there? We spend so much time these days on intolerance and hatred towards one another because they interfere with our system of beliefs. Someone else who has a different belief system, we feel almost like they're challenging us, and we shouldn't, because we need all those views to see the truth and to see through the reality. But there's so many friends of mine, family, and people I've known in the past who have really desired to have more material wealth, and I'm not exempt from that. I'm 37 now. It wasn't until I got into my 30s that I really started to realize that none of that crap mattered. Once you start making good money and you've got some cash in your pocket, you're just like, great, I've got money, I want more. It never solves that problem, so we want more. We continually drive for more. With family, it's not like that. You don't say, oh, well, the love's running out, so I need more. And a lot of parents do. They just keep having kids because they love the excitement of having babies around. But if you truly treat your kids right, and you treat your family right, and your loved ones, then they will be with you forever. A lot of parents fail. It's a hard job. It's the hardest damn job I've ever had. We just had a new baby about 2 months ago, and he's a little sweetheart, but anything can happen at any time. But the realization that family is more important than anything is something that, people will always say, but it seems almost cliche because people don't live by it. These are the people that have, that have 2 young children, but then they go out and leave them with the babysitters so they can go out drinking or partying with their friends, and they use the excuse to justify it to themselves. Well, I still want to have a good time in life. If you're not having a good time with your family, then when are you going to have a good time? I guess all I'm saying is that my love for my family is so much stronger than anything that I've ever had, or any love for any material wealth, or any desire for moving forward. I have a small home. I'm happy to live here. I'm in debt like everyone else, but I'm still happy to be alive, and it doesn't faze me. I just wish that I could pass on some of the things that I've learned, but I can't, because it's something people have to learn on their own. But stress can be conquered. Stress is based on our assumption that we need these certain things in life to be happy, and if we don't get those things, they stress us out. So we find ourselves stressing over money. We find ourselves stressing over, some of the most pathetic things. When we're still living, we're still happy, we're eating, and everybody's fine. Just remember that your family is the most important thing in the world, and there's no way around it. There's nothing else. You can see the richest people on earth that keep hunting and hunting for more and more, and they're looking for this magic aha moment where they're going to be totally happy, and it never happens. And I'm not saying that rich people aren't happy. I'm saying that the people who desire to be rich because they think they will be happy find that they're mistaken. A lot of people have started out with humble beginnings and they become rich and they remember their past and they share and they help people out and they do good things. But a lot of the richest people on earth, you'll notice they give huge amounts of money to charities, and it's, in my mind, I can see why it would be not just for public respect, but more for a personal revelation of, well, I'm doing the best I can. Yeah, because you have so much more than everyone else. I wouldn't want to be rich. I'm very happy with life. Some of the happiest people on earth have nothing. So, if we remember this and we live accordingly to what's really important. And I don't bring God into this because God is something that you should keep to yourself when you're talking about just general happiness. Because God to each person is something completely different. Some people think of themselves as God. Some people truly believe that there is a heaven in the clouds and that you go through these pearly gates. They take it totally literal, and that's fine. I don't argue with people for their belief systems because I've learned that that is the other half of happiness that I wanted to get to. There's family and there's spirit. And if you don't mend both of them and you don't have a grasp on what they both mean to you, you won't be happy. And spiritualism it's such a generic word and it means so many different things, but I was atheist / agnostic for a long time. I just wanted to prove something myself. So over the years, the evidence mounted, and yes, I believe that there's a purpose to the universe. But I'm not ignorant enough to say I know what it is. And that, to me, is the other half of happiness, is the search for truth. Not to pretend like you have a monopoly on the truth, or to totally ignore the truth or what's presented to you, but to take each thing you learn, analyze it, process it, either file it away in the back of your mind or push it out completely and move forward. If you're not willing to wake up every single morning and change the way you believe based on the evidence that's presented to you, then you'll never be happy. Truth, family, these are the things that make us happy. And don't forget, the biggest word, the most important thing in life is love. And I know it sounds like a bunch of hippie shit, maybe it is, but they had something going, didn't they? Anyway, fucking freezing my ass off here, so peace and love.